a couple of the staff earlier. He really surprised us because he made us pay for them. But you can get rings or bracelets that say DJSA Outlaw. Were they $25? Yes. They were. No. For either? No, to get it made. Yeah, so how much are they? They're $3 each or 2 for $5. $3 a piece or 2 for $5. So if you just kind of go around and show them to everybody real quick. Jim Lambert, I'm turning it over to you. Well, you can come back. Yeah, we'll trust you. Hey, we're going to be keeping them at the scoring table, so as long as the girls aren't focused on who's going through the checkers. Or you can strategically screw up your buddy by coming up to buy one at a crucial time. But anyway, they'll be on the table up here all day. I'm going to keep this on a positive note. This is, God, our 8th year of Jet Effects. And everyone, all the people putting on races had their own signature race of the year. And going back to that first year with the ski clinic and the guys that came out, Carlos Thomas, Chataway, some of the first ones that raced that very first year, they had such an effect, not only on the spectators, but on me personally. And it was a strong enough effect to have us here 8 years later doing it again with the most people that we've ever had in this organization. So when people say, is racing alive and well on the West Coast, why don't you give yourselves a big round of applause to say, hell yeah, it is. What was that, Dixon, a golf clap? Really? Seriously? That explains that. All right, listen, guys, I go to a lot of trouble of posting what we can do and what we can't do on the websites. It's clearly posted not only on my website, but on PWC Today. I also put it on these pit boards so that you can see the time schedule and what we can do and what we can't do, and that does not include what we can get away with, all right? The right side's gone. I'd like to be able to sit on the left side tonight when we're kicking back and having a few beverages, so please don't get me in trouble. You know the rules. The pit bikes are for launching only within the confines of the event area, and that's from the fence to here. Later today, if you want to putt down to the baseball diamond for the baseball game, that's fine, but it ain't figure eight. It's not practicing your Brody turns. It's just for transportation at 5 miles an hour. No kids operating them. This isn't Pismo. It's not a pit bike event. It's a jet ski race, so please don't get me in trouble. Dog's got to be on a leash. Keep the place clean, and we're all good to go. Monday morning when I pull out of here, as long as it looks just like it did when I pulled in, then we're all good to go. So please help me get along with Lake Minden, because this is an awesome site. It's great for camping. It's great for partying. We always have a good time here. We do have a great relationship with all the Lake Minden staff, and we want to keep it that way, so I appreciate it. We're going to bomb this out. We're doing 2 heats today. They're all going to be timed heats, not laps. So the X2s and the 5, 6, 7, probably going to go 6 minutes. It's a pretty good sized track. Again, came out a little bigger than what I had planned. But we're probably going to be running 6 minutes and 2 laps. So basically, when you get the green board, I'm hitting the stopwatch, and it's a countdown timer from 6 minutes. Wherever the leader is on the course, when they come around the next time, I'm giving them, or Trent's giving them the two lap mark. Then the next time around, the white flag, then the checkered. But it's so much easier for us running races that way on the time schedule than going lap by lap by lap. So we're going to keep doing that. Yeah, that halfway mark will be coming out. And some people all this time didn't even know, but when I'm holding the green and the white furled up and in a cross, that's the halfway mark for the race. It wasn't like, hey, what's happening, just waving the flags. Jody, do we have that? Good looking out. All right, girl. There you go. All right, very quickly. Another thing posted on the boards and on the website, and that's gone through this microphone 3,742 times. No tow loop, no number, no racing, no exceptions. So if you're looking at your boat going, man, I should put some numbers on that. Yeah, now would be the time to do it. If there's no numbers on the boat, you're not going to get scored. That's something that's definitely not the ladies' responsibilities. If you're going to warm up, I'll say it again in case you didn't hear it earlier. This split is active at all times when there's a heat taking place, and a broken steering cable or anything out of control could very much wreck your day if you venture too far out while you're going out to warm your boat up. It is strict enforced today. Idle speed, far right side of the bank, down to the end, then you can let it rip out there. People were asking about warming up out here. No, because our attention is focused on the course and to the right. I don't want people out here and something happening and us not knowing about it. So you can warm your boat up before your heat, idle down as far close to the shore as safe, and then coming back the same way. You have to yield and watch at all times for everyone on that red line split. Everyone got that, please? 9 years, 8 years without a serious injury, and I don't want to start today, jet effect. Okay, everyone rides safe. Everyone watches out for each other. You go to work or school back on Monday morning in one piece. The only trick to Minden is the up and down. The guys with the quads and the rhinos got it made. But please, if you see someone struggling, and I know I'll be doing it 50 times today, if you see someone struggling with a beach cart, help them get up to the crest of the hill. And there's a little ledge that wasn't there last year because my lower lumbar is already feeling it. But just help each other out. I mean, Minden is cool. I wish we had the pit space to keep everything in the water, but we don't. So we just got to make the best of it. Help each other out if you see someone struggling down on the beach. Fueling pads. I will put pads out at the back of the trailer near where that blue buoy is over there by the trailer. If you're going to fuel on the water's edge, you don't need them up here, but if you're going to fuel on the water's edge for the skis that are down there, you have to have a pad. As soon as you're done with them, they go back in the metal can, not the park's metal cans. They go back in my metal can. That'll be right next to where the fuel pads are. Okay, there's a lot of new racers. Oh, say hi to the penalty buoy. Go ahead, everyone, say hey. Okay, the penalty buoy is going out to the far left side of the course, and it's taken at race speed. It's a right turn around this buoy. So when Robbie or whoever, gives you the signal to go take the penalty buoy, you're going to race out, go a right turn around the black buoy, and then come back. However, what's the catch? If you're entering the course at warp speed and somebody is already on the course running the course line, you must back off and let them go. Everyone got that? It's crucial. Everyone nods their head, and then there's one guy that'll just be wanting to get back on that course and almost T-bone into the dude that is on the course. Thank you, John. I like the visual. What's that? You tell him. It sounds better coming from you. John said to go around the buoy. All right.
John,
hey, big shouts. Big shouts to Team Utah, the Austins again for all those A3 buoys that are out on the course. It's amazing. We haven't had to replace one since we've had them out there. But please, since you've gotten in the habit of going around them, go around the older ones too without popping them, because we don't have the time to be wasting to be replacing them. Look out there. Just treat them all as if they're those A3s that bite back, okay? Just give me 8 inches. Just 8 inches is all I'm asking for. Just give a little gap around the buoys. Don't hit them. Okay, there was a little problem in practice on the escort for the start. You have to remember, get it in your head now, it's a 2 sequence of 3. Either blue and yellow or red and blue. It's 1, 2, 3 to the right, and then you're going 1, 2, 3 to the left. I think the safety boat on the second red and blue was actually on the inside and then taking you to the outside for the last 2, but that's not the way it works. It's 1, 2, 3, right turn, and then the next set, that's why we put a blue at the second set. Those are left turns, all right? So it's same color buoy, but it's 3 right, 3 left. And if you're making a left turn, you're to the right of the buoy. So I think BJ was actually taking you on the wrong side of that first red and blue, right? All right, so 1, 2, 3 to the right, and then 1, 2, 3 to the left, either on the yellow side or the red side. I think the course is pretty dialed in. The split, both on the start and the shoreline split, is perfectly timed. They're within 1/100ths of a second of each other, so that should be fun.
Jim, just going to throw this out here. There was a suggestion made as a training aid for those of you having a little issues with the buoys. If you were to buy a red and yellow bracelet and put it on the correct hands, you could just look down and know where to go.
Yeah, it's an excellent idea, and not just a hat rack. That's why I bought yellow. I got the yellow with black. They look pretty cool. DJSA Outlaw PWC Racing. But buy a yellow one for your left wrist or a red one for the right wrist. The orange ones say DJSA Safety Orange Team Orange Safety Ski Team Best in the West, and they are. And all that money is buying our second life sled, so I really appreciate your support with that. But that's why I bought the red and the yellow bracelet, so you could wear them on the appropriate wrist.
Good looking out there, Jim Lambert.
Okay, a lot of new racers, and we had a little issue in practice. Practice is practice. You're learning the course, not racing the course. And some of you guys are way too friggin' fired up out there. Okay, use that appropriately, but the rules don't change. If some dude's ahead of you and you're not sure what he's doing, there should be a hand up, but give them plenty of room. But then again, if you're re-entering the course or if you're down in the water, it's hand up, it's a 100-foot yield rule. So you got to remember, all you guys know what the rules are. If someone goes down, if you go down, you just don't, new racers, you don't just jump in the throttle and get back in the game. You put a hand up, you look back. If there's anyone within 100 feet, you have to stay motionless until they go by, then you pull onto the course. Same thing with that penalty buoy. If you're taking the penalty buoy and you're coming back, that 100-foot yield rule, anyone on the course that's active, you must yield. But that's to keep you from getting run over. Two moving objects that don't know which way they're going to go, you're looking at disaster. But if the guy that's down in the water with a hand up is motionless, it's a lot easier for that oncoming racer to negotiate around him. So that's why that rule is so important. One ski lane safe zone at all times. Right, Happy? One ski lane safe zone. Now, if we had a one bike safe zone, one bike lane safe zone, that would be from the handlebars to the rear tire. It's not the width of the vehicle. Okay, it's not the width of a stand-up. It's the length. You guys know the rules. And for the new guys out there, we have a lot of new racers today. If they're having a little trouble with that, then hit them up after the heat and let them know what's up with that. But one ski length. There's no railing. There's no fiberglass to fiberglass. Couple last things that we do different here that they don't do elsewhere. In a yellow flag corner, if a skier's down in the water and Team Orange is doing a pickup and the other Team Orange has a yellow flag, anything in a yellow flag corner, you're mandated to slow down to half speed, put a hand up, go past that. If Team Orange isn't there, I expect you to make sure, look at that racer, make sure he's not just floating face down in the water with no help, okay? Because that's the most important thing. If someone needs help, you get off your ski and you help that guy till Team Orange gets there, because we ain't racing no more until that's resolved. But yellow flag corners, hand up, half speed. I expect to see those boats slow down to half speed. Once you get through, then you take off. But in a yellow flag corner, new racers, there's no passing, there's no scoring, there's no racing, period, till you get through that corner. And if someone passes you and doesn't slow down in that yellow flag corner, they're going to be taking the black penalty buoy for the next 3 laps, or I will be handling it on paper, moving them down to the bottom of the pack. So please, it's super important. Yellow flag corners, slow down half speed. Once you get through there, then you can let it rip, but no passing. In case of serious incidents on the race course, and that could be a buoy that's come dislodged and now is presenting a major hazard to where you guys are going to be in a head-on situation, or someone injured, a red flag will come up. All the safety skis will display a red flag. If you want to know what's going on when you see that, look over at the flag tower, because if we have the red flag up from the flag tower, that means there's major stuff going on. Put your hand up, pull off the course. You ride around the outer perimeter of the course all the way back. You don't take every buoy. You don't let it rip because you're bored. I expect you to do this professionally and in order, but you pull off the course, half speed around the outer perimeter of the course back to the beach so that Team Orange can focus totally on what's going on in the water. New racers, you all got that? Okay, at the last race we were at, we had a little emergency in the pits, and the people that were involved came over and got me directly. We got the fire and ambulance rolling. I always prepare for what's going on out on the water. I don't always prepare for what's going on in the pits, but it doesn't really change anything. We do things the same way. So if something happens, allergies to bee stings, you don't know what could happen. Rattlesnake bite, I don't know. I shouldn't have said that. I just jinxed myself. Seriously, really? Come get me, notify one of the officials, or come get me. I'm on the flag tower all day. I'll be lining you up. But please, come get me, notify me right away, and then we'll get the proper authorities en route to take care of the situation. If anyone's injured out on the race course, please keep this area clear. If you want to stand by to help us when we get the person in, that's totally great. Whether it's putting a pop-up or moving the person over to shade or whatever, your offer to help is always appreciated. But really? Seriously? Hey, look, it's the guy from Diners, Dives, and whatever that show is. What's that guy's name? I heard he's, anyway. So, last thing. We're going to get through 2 cool heats of racing. And then this is my actual favorite day of the year. Sit-downs versus stand-ups on the softball diamond. I think for the last 4 years in a row, the stand-ups have won and kicked butt on the sit-downs. So the sit-downs, maybe we can rally together. We do have some backups that are secret weapons that I'm not allowed to disclose to you right now. But the stand-ups might be in for a surprise today. So we'll do that. I'm going to need someone to officiate down there to watch the innings because I'm going to be tied up doing a couple other things while the game's going on, but I'm going to pop down there and see how it's going. But right after the second heat of racing, Maria will score them. You guys take about a half-hour break, softball down there till just about dark. Try and get 8 or 9 good innings in. And then John Dewar and Jill Drexel with the Outlaw Cafe are going to be putting on a hell of a spread over there at the white tent to my right that I'm pointing at.
Jim Lambert, I was just made aware that Amanda Stellhorn helps out there in that.
You know, sleep deprivation is
I know.
You know, and that's why they bring that whole rig right in there. That is the Outlaw Cafe, and here I am being a friggin' idiot, right? Here I am being a big idiot, right? Who said yep? I heard Cardi's voice. Really? Seriously? You got a wedding present, didn't you? And you're sitting here friggin' capping on me? Really? Maria, we need to change Robert's entry form. All right, so softball, you're going to have a killer dinner in the tent, and it's always a good night. Then we're going to break out the little weapons and the oval dirt track, the RC car tracks, all set to go. We'll set that up with some night lights, and we'll have – it started out being an RC car race, but it ended up being a destruction derby. So that's what it's going to be tonight, $100 cash to the last person standing who has caused the most carnage on the dirt and is also the crowd favorite. So be sure and come out to that. It's always a lot of fun. And then for the first time this year, I figured out that face planting on a mountain bike, even though it's great for the amusement of the crowd, it's not great for the actual person face planting like myself. And if I'm going to do that in style, I'm going to do it on a GoPed that's motorized. So we've been giving away GoPeds. We have 3 to give away in the raffle today. Hopefully we've got like 9 or 10 to do a figure 8 mayhem race following the RC car racing. So tonight after dinner, if you're in a relaxed mood, it should be a beautiful night. Moon comes up around 11 o'clock, and that's just about the time that I'm going to be kicking Chris Watier's butt on the GoPed track. So I'm just saying.
The gauntlet is thrown.
I even brought a dress for him to wear.
It's okay. He's got his own, Jim.
Hey, can I get one of those pink rings for...
Yes, sir, you can. What's his NASCAR alias?
Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch. Busch, I get it. Hence the DJSA Outlaw
Dude, I've been wanting to do
ring.
this all friggin'.
Chris Wadier. Will you be my competitor? Yeah, throwing it out. Remember, it is the World Wide Web.
You know, I swore that I would never run a back-to-back race, like 1 week from each other. And Pittsburgh, I'll be honest, kicked my butt. Time-wise, financially, a few other ways. I should have never done it, but I did it for the right reasons, and it ended up being a huge success. And to all you guys that came out, you've seen the web stream that Arnold did, but give a big round of applause to the Pittsburgh crew because they definitely represented. It was awesome. From the trophies, the beautiful trophies, to the prize money, it was just, it was awesome. But I was so far behind in this. Jackie Harden is bailing me out. She's going to get a couple sheet cakes and some bricks that we ran out of. So as soon as she gets back, her and the girls will be doing the raffle. So we'll start the tickets. Kurt will make the announcement as soon as they get back and get ready for that. So the bracelets and the rings will be on sale up here all day. I appreciate you representing the colors. Be cool if all you guys go in the World Finals all had DJSA stuff to where you could say, "Hey, Scott, how you doing? How you doing, Scott? Really? Seriously?" Well, it's supposed to go on the middle finger, but anyway. All right, let me have 30 seconds. I'm going to go grab an American flag. We'll do the national anthem real quick, and then the first race of the day, I want to say, is 800 Novice and Legends. Maria?
Correct. Right. Combined. Yes, Mark Wickman, we need you up here, please. Mark Wickman, if you can come up here now, please.
Hey, Arnold. Mav, can you get this on the here, let's do that now.
One of our gorgeous ladies here wants to speak to you.
While we were doing Pittsburgh, quite a few of you were representing up at Surf Slam. And I got to say, on Sunday when I got home from Pittsburgh, I was so proud of what I was seeing. Happy, hold that up in the air and go spin all the way around so everyone can see it. But I want to say Dylan Alexander represented in his first ever surf race. And for some reason, I think he was arrested up there in Oregon and couldn't be around to accept his trophy. But Dylan Alexander, pop on up here for a minute. Yeah, he beat Gomez, quite a few other people. This was the first overall in the pro and amateur class. So congratulations, man. That was just awesome. Yeah, I don't have any kids, but I'll tell you, when stuff like this happens, when you guys, Gerling winning the world champ in the X2s, these guys, all you guys make me feel like a dad, and I'm proud of all of you. Whatever. Seriously? Really? So thank you for that. Hey, Matt, you want to bring that over? All right, any last-minute questions? The race order will be posted on the pit board over here, but it already is. I should have known. Sorry. My bad. Really?
Actually, Jim Lambert, just a couple of quick questions. If I have a quad and I'm going to use it here, what do I use it for?
Launching.
Launching.
Skis.
And which area?
On the ramp.
And where else can I drive it?
Within the confines of the event ground.
At what speed?
5 miles an hour.
And how old do I have to be?
My right butt cheek.
That was the most attractive one, which is half gone. So
you have to be a registered racer or a crew member, and for some of the juniors that are crew, you have to be I think 16. Whatever I put on the way, it's posted over there. Must be 16. Must be 14.
So just throwing it out there, guys.
Yeah, appreciate it.
We don't want to be ridiculous, but please, we love this venue. These guys are great. Don't let the kids play on the quads. Don't give it to your girlfriend so she can run up and down and go get another 7 and 7, especially this evening. Okay, quads. I think we'll be good during the day, but let's just, can we just pull the plugs on them late afternoon after the racing's over? Just pull the spark plugs right out of them. That'll save us a lot of hassle. How many people out there are excited to race today? I was going to say I can't hear you, but you guys did great first time out. I am looking forward to it. I'll tell you what, Pittsburgh was a phenomenal success. We can have a round of applause for Jim Lambert. Believe me, it was a money loser, but in the annals of Northern California racing, it's going to go down as a stepping stone. The promoter was literally, I shouldn't say the promoter, well, yeah, the promoter of the city, Monica, was literally crying of how happy she was with how the day's events turned out. Thanks to everybody that showed up. It was a little bit different venue. We learned some things that we're going to use over and over again. And if I can I have a round of applause for Rick Ignacio, who has been invited to do national tour, go overseas. He did Surf Slam. The rest of the country is seeing what's going on at DJSA because of Rick Ignacio and Jim Lambert's oversight. You guys are you're leaders. You're not repeaters. And we appreciate all the efforts. And we really appreciate everybody having a good time, good fast racing, and no accidents. Straight up. All right, we're almost ready to go. National anthem, if we can stand.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And against red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, let's get ready to race. Up first, 800s and Legends stand to the line. All right, we need Michael Perdonovich, Dan Nolden, Bob Vassallo, Mark Wickman, Jody Evans, Chuck Evans, Austin Carmouche, Will Doer, and Matt Rawlings to the line.